They're taking a knee, Bob.
And it didn't feel like nobody was united. It didn't even feel like there was unity at one time. And that's what's scary. When people aren't speaking up. When people aren't being quiet. I had a talk with them. Newcastle is, what are we doing? The outline? No, we're not at the peak. So, basically, we're nowhere at the peak of this thing because this town is so small. We're so behind in everything. You get what I'm saying? So the purpose of this was to show our pain, even though it hasn't even happened yet. So, as an officer, imagine what will happen if it does happen. That's not going to be pretty. It's not probably even going to be half a quarter of the peaceful. This was peaceful. They said on Facebook, they said it wasn't going to be peaceful. They said it was going to be trucks pulling up rioting from out of town. They said it was snipers on the roofs. I don't see any. They said it was going to be a riot. We was going to burn down businesses. They said people was boarding up their businesses, their windows. And we walked peacefully through this town as one together. Y'all didn't see color. Y'all hugged each other. Y'all did that proud. With the mayor. With white officers, with black officers, we didn't see color today. And we shouldn't see color any day after this, because if you do ever see color, I want you to remember what we just did today. And how important that was, and how hurt we were when we just walked together, and how some of y'all almost cried. How some of y'all literally choked on y'all's words and didn't know what to say because you felt that energy. Nobody told you what black people were feeling. You came and you felt it for yourself. You felt that. So, we got something to say.
You don't see I got racial profile, and I'm instantly the center over. Tell me they don't drink beer or drink alcohol. You can tell me right now, y'all. But is it illegal? Is it illegal to drink alcohol? They sell it in schools. The first thing they did to me was put a hurricane up my nose. Up my nose. I got my last word. My collarbone. I broke my collarbone. Oh, I'm a piece of shit. That's what they said. My last word came back saying, I think I'm nervous. so worried about putting me in jail. I ain't do nothing. Nothing whatsoever. My passport came back. Yeah, went to prison. Which everybody can do. Choose wisely. Don't drink. Please don't drink. Because you won't be looking like this.
We heard it from here.
Have a blessed day.
Came out and I heard it just by mistake at a launch. And I just want to say thank you to the good cops. I want to thank all the good white people and the terrible fake bad. And I appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And I get a lot of questions from my white friends saying, what can we do to protect? And I want to say this. If you tell every person that you know in your region that misuses African Americans, calls us niggers, you know, mean to us, says slurs, makes jokes, if you tell them, not today. If you can start today telling them, not today. I mean, the last year, I mean, the last 10 years, it ain't funny today. It ain't funny no more. And I want to say to our black counterparts, we need to stop using niggers. We don't want nobody else calling that. That is not who we are. We are kings and queens, and we are sitting here on purpose to be big and strong. But if we say to them on one sense, don't call me nigga, but nigga is the thing that we do for them, how can they even determine? We have to have some straight talk about that word. And that's where I'm at with it, is that I want unity. I want peace. I want us to be able to all get along. I do see color, and I think it's beautiful. I think you're right. I love the fact that I see, every time I look at you, I see your color, and I think it's beautiful. The only time I don't think it's right is when you use it against me. That's where I'm at. Now, all the cops out here, I appreciate your, listen, the labor, the service, you don't get to see your family. When you get to work, sometimes you may be shot, you may be hurt. We don't get that part, honestly. We just want you there for us. But here's where we draw the line. Is when it's better for whites than it is for blacks. That when you come to our house, you can't do nothing. But if you come there and there's a black people, then you can do something. Here's the deal. They say that they could not arrest the officer at the time that he did the murder.
Tell them about it.
No problem.
Go up there and tell them.
Arrested in CNN report on the spot. No decision had to be made, but they did it. So this just draws the line of racial equality. I love everybody. I appreciate you for here. My name is G. Willie on Facebook. Hit me up. Let's be friends.
Pretty much everybody out here knows who I am. If you don't know me, my name is Jamie Holmes. I gotta say this, a lot of the young men, right, for what happened to you. But listen, I travel all over for my job, one of my jobs that I have. And I gotta say this, I've been in a lot of places. We got the best police chief, we got the best mayor, we got our police department will stand up for you. When things go down and you call them, they're right there. And listen, I've been to places where, and I can honestly say this, that 911 was called and the officers never showed up. So I gotta say, listen, we gotta give our police department a hand. And I'm gonna say this, if you look around, there's every race color here. Unfortunately, somebody had to lose their life for us to have to be here right now. Why does a person have to lose their life for us to come together? They shouldn't have had to lose their life. We should be coming together anyway. But, you know, our prayers go out to the Floyd family. But as his brother said, I listened to his brother's speech, and he said, we are a peaceful family. We want the looting to stop. We want the fighting to stop. We want to tear down these racial barriers. And that's what we're doing here today, if you look around at everybody. We're tearing down racial barriers. So I'm proud of you guys. And listen, I'm proud to be a Newcastle native. I'm glad that I'm from Newcastle. can't say that everywhere I go because I didn't, even just right across over in Youngstown, I can't just walk on the inside of town. It is what it is. Not putting down Youngstown, but I can walk on any side of town and be comfortable in Newcastle. And anybody in here can too. And I'm so proud that I'm from here. Jamie Holmes, y'all, thank you.
Okay, so I was in the store the other day, and me and my mom were checking out, and there's this lady checking out right next to us. And she just runs to my mom, she goes, how's your day? Everything going on with the mom? She didn't see my color, she didn't see my color. She just started looking at her daughter, checking out your mom, and wanted to have a conversation. Conversation didn't mean anything. She's talking about her daughter and how she didn't come outside because of this virus. She had no reason to sit there and talk to us. She had no reason at all. But she seemed no color at all when we were supposed to have a conversation. Okay. I have another story. 2 years ago, I was working at McDonald's. And me being black, I was probably the third woman. I'm working and I'm on front counter. I go to front counter to take this man, and I understood he was elderly. I understand that. I go up and I say, "Hi, how can I help you?" And there's this white girl behind me, and instead of saying what he wanted, he pointed to her and said, "I want her." And I'm like, okay, but she's not. These are my numbers up here. She can't use my door. He's like, "No, I want her." I'm like, I mean, there's nothing I can do. If you want someone else, you can drive the drive-through. He doesn't have a car, so he keeps saying, "I want her." So I get discouraged, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just let her take you. I go in the back, and I felt really discouraged. Like, I didn't know what else to do. It was just so sad. I called to my manager, and she goes out there, and she just explains to me, like, he hurt my feelings. Mind you, I'm 21 now. It was like, I was 16 years old. Never understood why he did this. I don't understand why in the world everyone sees a color. I have friends of all colors. I don't see anything. I just want everyone to really understand that. I love white people. I love black people. I love Mexicans. I love Asians. I see no color in anyone. And I don't understand why it's like that now, but we need to make a change.
Alright, the old man gonna say something. This is this is the younger generation coming together. Like my generation, the problem still exists, but you don't have to live it. From the streets of Cleveland, to Fort Knox, Kentucky, racism, to Vietnam, racism. I mean, I've been Vietnamese, back to Harmony Church, racism. And now back home.
Cars on fire.
You guys don't have to do this. Come up together.
I think Pittsburgh every other day.
Still don't see it. You hear me? Yeah. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. With them. People behind you guys. When my granddaughter came and said she was going to do this, I said yes. And then I started hearing all the negatives. What was going to happen? Wesner was coming up here to do this and do that. And she told me she was meeting with the police and she was the mayor. I said, well, that's a good thing. I come out here basically to protect them.
Yes.
But I want to make sure that we have 30 something grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-grandchildren. want to drill this in anybody's head, but live it yourself. Let them see it.
Yes.
And this stuff, this is what I'm on. I understand it. God bless you all.
Hi everybody, my name is Erica Groves. This is my hometown. I was born and raised here. And I just want to say that today I'm proud of my community. I'm proud of my black Newcastle people and my white Newcastle people. I'm seeing my friends of all races come out to support really touches my heart and means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. And I'm 45, and this is the first time that I have ever marched in a protest. Hit so close to home, for some reason I can't put my finger on it. Why? Because we can name so many other black men and women who have died at the hands of police violence. Ahmaud Arbery, fake police, Breonna Taylor, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, and the list goes on and on. And so I feel like this is the culmination. We're marching for all of it. And this was kind of like the last straw. We all want to stand together and say we are not going to accept this anymore. Thank you.
So real quick, I kind of want to make it uncomfortable because we have sometimes problems. I really thought that if everyone stopped saying big fancy colors.
I know that's right. Thank you.
And I'm saying, if you don't understand what's going on, you can see how we feel. Don't be silent, okay?
Say that.
I want to speak about white privilege being a thing. Me and my friend Matt Jackson were up in the Shannon, right? Matt pulled some money out of his bank account so we can get some food. We got pulled over because of a busted tail light. Figured you get a ticket and go home, right? You're supposed to, right? Both of them, Matt and Jackson. I'm in the back seat. They pulled Jackson out, started giving some sobriety test. Before they even searched the car in front of them. Then they pulled Matt out. They searched both of them, left me in the car. All they asked me was my name. At that moment, I was sick and disgusted with my stomach because I realized we're dealing with racist cops. Now, are any of these officers here I see racist? No. Damn what? No. But there are racists, and there is a big old white privilege. I sat on the throne myself, even though I was disgusted to sit it. I was forced to sit it. They didn't search me. They didn't do none of that. They searched them to the full extent. Sat there, made me like shit. All they did was ask me my name. Then, Matt had to use the bathroom. 5 minutes before that, they let me use the bathroom because we were pulled over by sheets way over in the woods. You know what he got told? No, not allowed. Then, they sat there, gave him a ticket, didn't give me nothing. Harassed both of them, didn't give them a damn thing. My problem is, I'm just as guilty if you're going to search them. I'm in the same car. We're going to the same place. What makes me any different? And that's what I wanted to say, because people who try to say white privilege isn't a thing, it's a thing. Yes, it is. Also, it's not the first time something racist has happened. Campbell, Ohio. Me and my friend Taylor were driving. I just got done smoking a Newport when I smoked cigarettes. And he said smell weed. Now, anyone who smokes cigarettes here, does a Newport smell anything like marijuana? Hell no! Exactly. They pulled us both out the car. This time I got searched. They made us take our shoes and socks off and made us ruffle our pants. And then they gave them a ticket, and then we went about our way. My point is, racism is real. It's here. But the future is tomorrow of what you make of it. And everyone here is making a different future. Because you all came out here and put the time, energy, and dedication to it. That's pretty much all I want to say.
Blessings from Sharon for Pennsylvania. marching for the past 3 years.
No, that's right.
Because I used to live here a long time ago, and I love y'all. And if y'all stand, I'ma stand. The next people will stand as well. The white privilege thing he talked about, where did it come? The white privilege thing he talked about. I'll give y'all a quick story. We had a protest the other day at Sharon in Philly, in Hermitage. We went, I say, about 7 hours. What did you say, Jay? About 7 hours and 45 minutes. Peaceful protest. Peaceful. We had no issue with the police. Not at all. We get to Hermitage Pizza. And I promise you, I heard you speak about energy. When we all sat down here and it's quiet, you can feel it. Everybody on one accord. When I got to Hermitage, I had something was wrong with my stomach. Mind you, I was hyped all day. That's why I have this. Hey, so I get to Hermitage, I don't feel well. Something didn't sit well. We get to Hermitage and we ask our officers, and I do want to commend you, Newcastle Police, I respect that. We asked our officers to walk with us. I didn't feel it. I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. Pray for me. I'll get there. Because right now, our lives don't matter to me. Our lives won't matter to me until Black lives matter.
Yeah.
I am 40 years old and I was raised by a white man who taught me to see the color. At 40 years old, I look at people and I'm nervous. But I feel the love though. And I'm glad that we're here. There's a couple of us here from Sharon, Farrell, Hermitage. It's no history with you guys. If you have anything, we would love to have you guys as well. Thank you.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me in the back? My name's David Ward, Newcastle, born and raised. Just got a quick one thing to know. This police brutality, this is just the tip of it. We've been battling white supremacy for years, decades, centuries. Shit, for the past 500 years right here. Don't let this stop. Continue to fight 24/7, 365 days a year. It shouldn't take an officer to kill a black man for all of us to come together and fight for this. That's bullshit to me. Let's stand up, let's fight this thing head on for years to come. My 6-year-old daughter's right here. We was coming by the library, she said, I don't want to go by the cops. I said, why? All right. She says, are they good cops? 6 years old. I don't got to make this up. I'm proud that my city came out together to unite. I'm proud that I see black and white out here. But we still got one problem. White supremacy is still out there. And we have to dethrone it. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Because of my skin color. I will never understand not just one instance with one bad cop. It's centuries of oppression and abuse that you guys have had to deal with. Are we still very far away? Absolutely. We still have a very far way to go. Absolutely. But doing things like this, speaking your piece, saying your mind, whether you're white, black, gay, straight, poor, it don't matter. Coming up here and saying your piece is what is going to make things change. So all I gotta say is I stand with you. We are all here and things will get better.
Anybody else have anything they want to say? Real quick, are there any teachers in here? Is anybody a teacher? Does anybody work at a school? Yes. Raise your hand. We got to dismantle some things with pushing the school system. I need y'all to understand that. I didn't come out here. We didn't march. We didn't come out here to just cover the basics because shake the table. We got to shake it real quick about everything. But I came out here to plant seeds. I didn't come out here to just talk about Black Lives Matter and people being shot. There's multiple things that need to be dismantled. So when you go back to your job, there's some things I want you to think about at the school system. Okay. A lot of people always ask, why y'all so angry? Where did this anger come from? You know, a lot of people want to know. Since we're being transparent, how could you be angry about slavery when it happened so many years ago? Did anybody ever hear that? Has anybody ever heard that? Do you know what grade you're in when you start taking history? Does anybody know? 4th grade, right? Okay. 4th grade was the first time I took history. And when I took history in the 4th grade, do you know what the first thing they taught me about Black history was? Can somebody shout it out?
Christopher Columbus?
Slavery. Do y'all see what's wrong? There's nothing wrong with teaching us our history, but there's everything wrong with not teaching us all of it. And I'm not talking about the big four. I'm not talking about Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and Harriet Tubman. We know what they did. We already know. So when it's Black History Month, I need y'all to get a little louder in these schools about Black history. I need y'all to talk about the WEB boys. And I need y'all to talk about the women of Hidden Figures who sat up there and didn't send that man didn't want to go out of space until them Black women coded it right. You don't feel what I'm saying? There are stories about Black history that if you don't know it, it's time for you to do what a teacher does, and that's educate yourself. So you can educate others properly. Because when you just talk about slavery, you plant that seed and then you send us out here into this world and we're pissed. Because all we know is that our people were brought over here on a ship, burned, beaten, sold, hung, told they didn't matter. All our lives we've heard it, we hear it. We need to hear the other side. Because nothing's going to change. Everybody always talking about, like, oh, Black people y'all gotta want better. Teach us better. Help us learn better, because when you decided to become a teacher, you did it for that reason. Not just to teach us the very minimum of Black history. So I'm challenging y'all. I'm challenging all of y'all to educate yourself on Black history before you start talking about it. And to teach these kids that they are successful. That we did invent press and comb, that we did help build the White House. There's stuff that we need to know that our people did, because so far, all we know that our people do is get down and don't breathe and can't breathe and gotta stay low and live in low-income houses. That's a terrible picture to paint to us, because y'all telling us that we can't be more. So if you want to see a change that bad, it starts with these kids. I can't get to the older people. They've already, like my grandpa said, they've already lived it. You can't drill it in their head and make it change, but you know what you can change? The kids. You can change the kids. Y'all all got kids, and if you don't got kids, you got a niece, a nephew, a student, you know some kids, there's some kids on your block. It's kids all around you. It's kids everywhere in Newcastle. And like everyone else has said, this is not the beginning and the end. This is where it starts. And this is what we're going to keep doing. I do not care if we have to have powwows every single month, and we got to sit down, and we got to vent about it, and we got to talk about it, and we got to understand it, and we got to open the floor for people who are white to ask us questions that they don't know to ask. You know? I know it's confusing right now. I know some of y'all are like, I don't know if I should say I'm sorry, or should I hug you, or should I step off? I don't know what your level of festivity is. So, you get what I'm saying? I get it. But this right here is where it happens at. This conversation. Because in the midst of conversations, what you do is you spark a fire. And when you spark a fire, when you turn on the light in the mind, you start to shift some things. The universe starts shifting. It's like God started making stuff happen as soon as you start talking about it. I just got something to say. As soon as you start talking about it, that's when you start walking it, and that's when you start living it. So even if some of you came here and didn't even realize some things about yourself, didn't even realize that, dang, maybe I was. Maybe I did have racial intentions before. Maybe I didn't even realize it. Maybe I do have white privilege. Maybe I don't know how to use my white privilege. You know? Because to be quite frank, ain't nothing wrong with having white privilege, and I need y'all to understand that. It's about what you're using it for. What are you using that privilege for? That's like saying, I got credit cards, but I don't like to swipe them. What's the point? What's the point of having the credit cards if you ain't using them to build your credit? You got white privilege. Use it to your benefit. You got white friends, you got white family, you know people, you work with other people. Have the conversation. Shake the table. Hey, shake the table. Start talking about the stuff that really matters. Because this right here is what really matters. Alright? So I'm going to let my man back here speak his piece. And if anybody else got anything to say, come up. Just come up.
Hello. My name is Mike Johnson, also known as Johnson. I'm going to elaborate on a few stories I heard from the so-called country we live in. Slaves came here, worked for free labor, hardly any food for it, starving. Women were stolen, raped, and excuse my language, they fucked up kids. We're so pissed because how can one race build a country if nobody respects the people who do? Right. How's that possible? The riots and the movement, what? It's already taking the frustration out of everybody else's hair. What are we supposed to do? When our voices are being silent, And I can't even watch the killing of that brother George Floyd. I was brought to tears when I heard another black man was killed. Brought to tears. And I shared my piece on it on Facebook, and you can talk about it, but what changes it making? I don't want this mic. Can y'all hear me? Yes. It's frustrating that every black man and woman and child that we lost, nobody's doing anything about it. I'm angry as a young black man that I can't do nothing about it, And what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to be a better nation if everybody is divided and thinking that one race is better than the next? The vision is not the answer. We all got to come together as one. One Rastafari is who I am. And I believe in one love, one race. And you my Asian brothers, my Mexican brothers, are one of all of them. They're one of me. So I beg you guys, please, stop all this senseless killing in the black community, the white community. Stop, it's not getting us nowhere. One person we have to be mad at is the goddamn government dividing it.
Yeah.
Great. We are the government.
Yep.
But once we stand together, we can live a better life. Yes, we can. Come on now.
My name's John. Everybody is looking around next to you. The person next to you is different. Different. We need to come together. They are going to take us down. Numbers unite. They cannot break numbers.
Yeah.
We unite. Unite is right. Tell we are human beings. Remember that. Treat people like you want to be treated.
That's my mayor!
What was the chant when we were walking? Can we get the chant going?
Which one?
Let's go through it. Listen, as we were walking and as everybody was screaming and chanting, the one thing I noticed after talking to T was that this one was going to be a lot more emotional. I felt like it was time to run, it was time to jump, and it did exactly what you expected it to do. So, T, I saw the post yesterday, and I just reached out to T and wanted to talk to the organizers. And just know that the city supports you, the city themselves, including the police station, or the police officers, all the city council members. We're here to support y'all, right? I didn't organize any of this. I didn't organize it. So a couple people who think that, I didn't organize it. This is the action and engagement that I talked about all last year. This is the hashtag that we put out when we make posts on social media that say stay engaged. This is the action that y'all need to do to bring change. In that building over there where I sit and I go to work at, I'm going there because I want to see and do stuff for y'all. This not there for myself or for anybody, for just us that work there. This is for y'all. This is for us. It's my job to reach out to you and say, what can we do to help? It's my job to if you got a problem with something in the city, from housing or police station or taxes or anything like that, it's our job to do it for y'all. And then you got the same systems such as our school board and things like that. Those are your boards. Go talk to them. Go say something. Don't sit back and wait for a national crisis or a national event to happen. Go now.
That's so true, man.
Go now. Don't wait. These things are happening every single day. I hear about them. I know you hear about them. We all hear about them. Go to those places now.
Go now.
Don't just come out here and walk when things happen like this. We're all here because what happened to George Floyd. Yes, that's why we're here. We know, just like everybody who got up here had a personal story, go to those places now. Let us know. We got city council. Listen, every person, if you've ever reached out to me in office, you know what I do. I educate. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. I got some students here from SRU. I'm going to teach you the process because you need to know. You need to know. Listen, and I told T, and just like I told any other organizer, we didn't even organize the one on Sunday. We didn't organize any of it. Those are people stepping up to the plate to make a difference. But there's no reason, there's no need to knock down the wall. Right. The door is wide. Just come on in. And that's how Newcastle City government is, and that's how we will do it, at least for my term.
Go now.
Okay, can everyone hear me in the back? Yes. Yeah. All right, hi everyone. My name is Mara. I'm 18. Brought my little sister-in-law. And with me being mixed, my mom's white, my dad's black, about 2 or maybe 3 years ago, I moved to Grove City. Not a lot of black people there, that's fine. I didn't have no problem with it. There was a lot of white people down there, didn't have no problem with it. I don't discriminate, I don't judge. My mama didn't raise me like that. I was taught better. I was taught to just have a heart
And if someone has something mean to say, I keep my comment to myself. But if it gets out of hand, I'm gonna have to defend myself. My mama raised me right. I'm scared for the black community, and I'm scared for me and my siblings of what we have to go through. Okay, I may be part white, but I still have a heart and I still have fear. A lot of people don't want to understand that. Now, with me living in Grove City, there was this one white girl. She was learning about history, you know. It was about the topic about African Americans. She's learning, she's trying to get educated. She learned about the slaves. She turns around and she looks at me and she says, Mara, you're gonna be my slave. And you wanna know what I did? Yes, I did, amen. I had to pray before I wanted to start a riot. These white teachers are trying to pull me back from me getting out of my seat. I thank God for that, because it would have been ugly.
Right.
But I didn't want it to turn ugly. I had to help educate her. We did not come here on purpose. They brought us here. We did not come here on purpose. They brought us here. And that's their fault for stealing us. We didn't have to get stolen like that. They didn't have to take us. And if you don't want us here, then don't blame us. Blame yourself.
Here we go.
We did not come here on accident. It was on purpose.
Yes.
We have a voice. Our skin is not a weapon.
Right.
Our bodies are not a weapon.
Say it again.
Our hearts and what God gave us deep down in our soul is enough of a weapon. Our voices are like guns and they shoot bullets. The words that we have are fear to come up and face what we have to face. We will show you what we are capable of. And if you don't like it, then leave us alone. And the world will be peaceful.
Yeah.
The world will be peaceful. And if you want to learn about our history and where we come from, then you better sit down, have your darn ears wide open, keep your mouth quiet, and listen carefully, because there's a whole lot of things that you need to know before you disrespect, before you speak about anything negative. There is a lot of topics in history books that a lot of teachers aren't talking about. They skip chapter after chapter after chapter after chapter. If you want to talk about African American history, they keep on talking about it. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Because everyone got their own opinion.
Yes.
Everyone is meant to have an opinion. I am not in fear no more. I am here to stand with you. And if you hear me stuttering or my voice shaking, I'm sorry. But I'm a little nervous because I got anxiety. But you know what? I'm here. I'm here. God is showing out. God has us in his hands. Amen. And if they want to talk about looting and rioting, it's not always us. It's the ones who are against us. The ones who are making us look bad. But if you want to see some rage, I'll give you some rage. If you want to see some anger, we will show you anger. If you want to hear a topic, we'll educate you. We are not scared to show you where we come from, because we are not weapons. We are not.
We are not weapons.
We are not. We are people. God made everybody in his vision. God made so many people in his vision. Black, white, no matter what color you are, everyone has a heart. Everyone is meant to have a heart and a voice. And if you are scared to use it, that is fine. That is fine. As long as he knows that you got a voice and you're standing with us, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, y'all. We are loved by many. We will stand by many. I am not in fear no more. We are not in fear no more.
We are not
in fear no more. And I appreciate y'all. Everybody who stand out, who showed up, who is here with us. God bless you and have a good day. Amen. We will break off this stuff. We will raise it high. won't raise it low. We will raise it in the air where the angels will see, and they will lift us up. They will lift us up to where they can't touch us. They can't touch us no more. And so what if they mad? They just not educated. So what? So what? The more we march, the more we speak, and no violence is involved, we will be fine. We will be all right. You can find me on Facebook as Cynthia Rose with the C, not an S.
My name's Leah. I grew up here, but then I moved to Cleveland and I came back 2 years ago. I just wanted to say that I think it's beautiful what you guys have done in coming out here and just marching together and things like that, but I would like to say that this is a step against systematic oppression. It's not the white man next to you 9 times out of 10. It's the government. It's the way that they teach our kids. It's the way that they set black people back without the privilege, without the resources and things like that. So I think the mayor was talking about use it and go to them. You have a beautiful town where you have a black mayor and you can visit them. I've been places where that's not the case, where kids are getting pulled off the street and going to jail. 14 years old, doing the same crime that a white little boy committed, and he's, you know, he's all right. He's gonna be in there for maybe 6 months, do some community service, and it's cool. But that black boy's in there for the rest of his life. He got 20 to life. He's 14 years old. Same as that crime. So I just mean, like, don't think just because you came here today and you was like marching and you had that unity moment that it stops. Every day you have to go and fight against things. Every day we work in the health field. There's things in the health field that are against black people and people of poverty. This town has a lot of people in poverty that we could be helping. You know what I mean? So it's a 365 thing. And black people don't get to wake up one day and it just stops. We don't get to wake up and be like, oh, it's a good day. It's over. It's never over. Because just like that, reality hits. Just like that, you go to the store. Just like that, your cousin got shot for no reason. You get what I mean? So all I'm saying is just make sure that you're doing the small things. Like today, you're supposed to vote for the primaries for Pennsylvania. That's a small thing, but it helps with the government overall. If you're not voting, if you're not taking that time out to make sure that you're voting the right people in to those positions, if you're not doing the education, then you're not getting anywhere. Don't look to the person to the left of you to educate you. It's your job. Nobody educated me, and I grew up here. I grew up here, I assimilated here. I straightened my hair so I would be less of a threat to white people, so people would understand. So nobody would come up to me and be like, let me touch that, let me feel that, let me, you know what I mean? Looks beautiful. So, thank you. It's nobody's job to educate you. You don't get to walk around and feel ignorant. It's your job to educate yourself. There's a lot of big kids that live be black and big sons before being enslaved, before they black people being enslaved. Teach them about the child trafficking, teach them about Kemet, teach them about more things. You know what I'm saying? So it's more than this, it's 365, and that's all I want to say. Alright. I don't like crowds. I'm anxious today. I'm up here as a white woman because I've never had to be scared of my skin color. And I'm here with my sister right here. Me and her were crying in front of that parade right there. I appreciate y'all and I see your color. And I'm here for you and I'll stand at every single protest. I'll be here. Because this is disrespectful. This is still going on. How long do we have to wish for equality? Y'all did nothing wrong. We're the ones in fault, and we're the ones that aren't getting discriminated. So I'm just saying, from me, the white community of Newcastle, we are here with you. And I just want to let you know I love you and I love your colors.
What's going on, Newcastle? First of all, I want to say I'm really proud of you. Really proud of you because it takes a lot of nerve to come up and stand in front of people. I want everybody to do me one favor. We keep hearing this
saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. On the count of 3, I want everybody to take a deep breath, and you're gonna hold it until I say stop. You ready? 1, a deep one. I ain't gonna hold mine, somebody might have to pick me up. 2, 3, hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, breathe. Struggling to breathe. Struggling to breathe. Why are you here today? Because not only are your counterpartners struggling to breathe, it's necessary that we do breathe. It's necessary that you breathe the truth. It's necessary that you breathe standing up for somebody. It's necessary that you speak up when somebody else is going to be quiet. It takes one person to make a change. And that change starts in your household today. I don't care if you're black, white, green, or yellow. We can't breathe, but we need to. Blessings.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to let her let back have this. I'm so proud of her. Like, that's my favorite person. And yesterday when she said she was going to do this, I'm like, officers, let's do it. Like, I'm here with you. Like, if don't nobody come, I'm coming. So, that's what that's all I'm going to talk. Okay. So, as she's blending it together, it's like all of these negative remarks are coming from literally family members and friends. Like, nobody's going to come. What's that going to do for me? And I'm like, sis, you can't let people who don't see your vision stop you from doing it. Like, if God puts something in you, you got to do it. Like, period. Like, you got to do it. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to do what he wants us to do. At the end of the day, whether you want to believe it or not. So I'm like, sis, we going to do it. So then when I said, sis, if I turn around and it's 100 people behind you, I'm going to lose it. So we're marching. I said, sis, look behind you. I think it's like 100 people behind her. And I was like, see, you did it. Like, don't ever let nobody make you feel like what you're trying to do is not important. Because it is. I don't care what it is. If you sharp your pencil, if you feel like Dr. P needs to do it, if you sharp it. Like, whatever it is, like, just do it. Don't let nobody else stop it. So now I said that little positive happiness. I pulled this one in, but I wanted to make it, like, aware that there is discrimination. Y'all might not be killing us, but there's discrimination, and I know several black people here that got pulled over for no reason. So, and I'm going to share my story, and that's going to be it real quick, because maybe the officer who did it is here. I don't even know his name, but hopefully his heart changed, because I was that voice in the backseat that said something. So I'm with my 2 friends. They just so happen to be white. I don't care if they were perfect or they were. So the driver is pissy drunk. I mean, she's drunk. She's speeding up the hill. She runs a stop sign. She swerves. So we get up the street, and I see the blue light. So for the first time in my life, I'm in a car, and I see the blue light, and I ain't scared, because I ain't driving. So, but in my head, I'm like, she good. Like, we're not even about to get in trouble, because, right. So he pulls us over, and as he's walking up, the girl's like, oh, no, we're cool. I know him. He knows my mom. I'm like, that's it. Okay, but you're speeding. You ran a stop sign, and you're swerving, and you're drunk. So he comes to the window. She's, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Don't call my mom. She's going in the box. Like, here's this. He's like, no, you're cool. Just relax. You're cool. Where you going? He's asking her where she's going. She's like, oh, we're just going to pick up my kids. Why? We were going to the bar. That's where we were going. So he's like, all right, just promise me you won't slow down. She's like, okay, I will. So I'm bubbling in the back seat, and I'm like, Mariah, just don't even say nothing. And I was like, I'm sorry, officer. He shined the light, got a little rude light shining, he's going in your face. So I'm like, I'm sorry, officer, but if I was her, I'd have a ticket right now. He was like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, if I was her, I'd have a ticket right now. And his face kind of just looked embarrassed, like he didn't even notice. So everybody, even though you would think it's common sense, like racism is wrong, discrimination is wrong, some people don't know no better. I don't care how old you are. And I think maybe he didn't know no better, so hopefully, I honestly can't tell you which officer that was. But he was like, so what you want me to do? You want me to give her a ticket? I'm like, I'm not a hater. Like, I'm not about to tell you to give her a ticket. Keep that same energy if you pull me over though. That's all I'm saying. Right. And he was like, he told her, he said, I'm gonna let you go before your friend in the back seat gets you in trouble. how I'm gonna get her in trouble? She's being drunk and you just see her running the stop sign. So I just want to say, no, our cops are not killing us, but some of them are racially profiling us, like pulling us over for no reason. So we're not gonna act like that's not a problem. If y'all didn't know, officers, we see and we know and we have a problem with that. Like, don't just pull us over because we're black, like that's not cool. And if you pull somebody over that's white, treat them the same way. That girl was wrong. And when I walked away, my best friend is white, and she said, we've been friends for 5 years, she kept telling me, I don't got white privilege, I don't think it's wrong. I'm like, no, it's real. And when they left, I said, did you see that? And she couldn't even say nothing. The girl who was driving, she was like, no, she's right. Because one time I had a gun and they just let me go. I'm like, oh, and I just wanted to share that because that was the first time I saw white privilege. And I'm 29, and this is like not even a year ago. So if y'all didn't know, that is a problem that we do have because it happens to my friends, cousins, people I know that are getting pulled over. Literally, not saying everybody ain't doing, maybe they are doing something, but I'm just saying, like, treat everybody the same. Like, if we all leaving the party, don't just follow the black people. The white people be partying too. I party with them. So I know. So that's all I wanted to say. And I love all of y'all for coming to support my sister. That really means a lot to me. And I don't know if y'all know, I make dessert jars and I brought like 40 samples. So it's like, you just got to come get one. If you don't get one, I got you.
Hello, my name is Jabella Napier. Born and raised in Newcastle. I left in 2010. I came back in 2018 when my uncle passed away. I do have a lot of homes that my cousins and forest and whatnot, and some other ones. And all this stuff that is arise, I found myself telling my mom, like, I'm not even comfortable with calling the cops at all. Because I do not know what they're going to roll up here to do. We could be facing an opposer, whether they be white, black, Chinese, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan, don't matter. And I think my biggest fear is that they're just going to flip the script and then they're going to blindside me. And about 2 weeks ago, because I live up on the Sheep Hill here, and my job is at Planet Fitness. I love my job. Do I want to see it burn to the ground? No. But how I'm feeling right now, I wouldn't give a damn if everything was together. I don't care. Because what's a building? Everyone's talking about the banks, everyone's talking about the police precincts, everyone's talking about, they should destroy this. They shouldn't destroy the target. Or they should just go and burn down the precinct and the jails and whatnot. Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't give a damn if they burned it all down. You always just go up in there. Because when you place something that can be replaced by insurance, every one of these buildings is insured. All the banks is going to be replaced. All those eateries is going to be replaced. That auto zone is going to be built from the ground up, and you can't replace no lights. So talk to me about no right. We got pulled over 2 weeks ago. And understand this. We hit the bottom of the Sheep Hill and she starts speeding. She actually tells me, oh, they didn't pull me over. So, naturally my heart rate just spikes because I don't know what the hell's going on. But anything could have happened. We hit the middle of the Sheep Hill, you know what I mean? And I'm watching the rear view mirror and his lights disappeared. I'm like, Mom, hit the gas, let's go. Like, no, we about to pull up. We about to pull up in the backyard. We about to just go in the house. They can't come in here without a warrant, so we're gonna be good. It's gonna be good, like whatever. She's like, no, we're not gonna do that. I'm like, all right, shit. Like, all right. So we pull up into the front of the house, and as soon as we do, he hits his lights. So I'm like, I pull my phone out. I start recording. Just natural. That fear of knowing that he's gonna exit his vehicle, walk up onto the passenger side or the driver's side, either or, because you really don't know, who they're gonna address. Hopefully the driver. And my mom rolls down the window and she says, I think she had to pee. So, naturally that's why she's speeding. But he pulls her over anyway, and that's what she says to him. Like, sir, I'm sorry. I actually had to go to the bathroom. We live right here. And you live at 1607 South Road. Right here. Like, you know what I mean? And he actually tells her, like, okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? I get it. Have a good night. That's not all. That's not how it's gonna go.
People are gonna get made. People are gonna be arrested. People are gonna be receiving injuries to their face from being slammed on the back of their car while their daughters or sons are in the car, witnessing all this shit go on. Excuse me. So I just wanna make it very aware that me and my mom got off lucky. It could have went bad. It could have went left. And I was recording everything. You know what I mean? The fact that I even find myself pulling up my phone is absurd. You shouldn't have to do that. So and the police officer, I don't even know who he was, but I really want to thank him for not racially profiling us and taking our word for it and not automatically just making it seem like we're riots. You ready? So that's pretty much all I have to say. That's a problem.
She knows. One of my teachers. She knows. So for the past 4 years, I'm in 11th grade now. I've been talking to my teachers like I don't know my history. Like the same answer I always got was, "It's not in our curriculum." What do you mean it's not in our curriculum? You need to put it in our curriculum because I don't know anything about my Black history. I mean, because I do, because I'm so into it, I do know. But my teachers, they never did nothing to do it until this year. I kept talking about it, and my teacher's like, "Can't do it," but I would always go to class every day, know it all. We're about to talk about it. Let's talk about it. The whole class period, she had no problem with that. And then Black History Month came around, and she played video the whole month. They let nobody leave the classroom. She let us hear the Black history the whole month, and she was the best teacher because she did that. Jamie Beck from Newcastle, 11th grade teacher, best teacher. And another thing is, I was at work today because I was sitting in the break room and I was waiting to get off. And people couldn't wait. And they were sitting there and they was like, they were talking about something. She said, "I can't read the class." And I was sitting down doing this. And he looks over his shoulder and looks at me. I didn't say anything in fear of losing my job because where I work at. I work at Walmart. I work at Walmart. But that's not the point. The point is they made a joke of it, and I feel sick to my stomach that I did not speak up on the fact that they said I can't breathe and just laughed at it. But I live in fear of losing my job because I am a Black woman, and speaking up is not something that always goes good for us. All right, my anxiety is kicking in. I'm walking away.
Hi everybody, I'm Dee Dee. I was born and raised in Newcastle. This is my second protest, and my first one was in Pittsburgh. Now, the energy was kind of off there because when I went there, a lot of people were tending to be happy and pretending like it was like a celebration when it's not. This isn't a celebration. This isn't a trend. I need everybody to be here because they want to be here for the right reason. Because a lot of people will do it just for the post in the media. And that's not why I'm here at the end of the day, you know? So and it feels different here because I feel all the love and I appreciate that, you know? Another thing was, do not believe everything on the media either, because at the end of the day, it's not true. They'll show all this vandalizing and all of this looting and say it was us. When I was there to witness it, people were spray painting on walls, the sayings and everything, but they were white, they weren't Black. They're putting it on the media that it's all of us, but it's really not, you know? So I just need everybody, you know, just to be here by heart, you know what I mean, and stand because you want to stand. All right, thank you.
Hi everybody, I just want
wanted to say a little something. I think it's a wonderful thing how everybody showed out today. I want to shout out everybody. I really want to shout out especially coming out and showing their support. It's just a wonderful thing. Just to add on to what everybody else is saying here, like after we leave here today and everybody goes back to their normal lives and everything, don't forget about all the power that you possess. We showed it today with the protest, the power of the protest. You got the power of your dollar, you got the power of your vote, you got the power of your voice. And if we continue to use those things, then we can save this thing forever. Yes. And I just want to say that everybody that came out, just keep doing this.
Black person, sometimes white people make our as black. Okay, I'm not a good talker. White people say our tears don't matter. How come whenever I'm feeling down or sad or someone said something offensive to me, like all black people are good for is making fried chicken, and I tell my principal and nothing happens, and there's many witnesses. There were 3 people in the room that heard this person say this comment. That is totally not true. Totally not true. We are more than the stereotypes that they try to put us in. And nothing happened though. And that really hurt me. And I'm saying this now because next time a black person goes to the principal's office and says that someone's being racist or they're offended by something that someone said, something should be done. There are too many black people in the Newcastle district for there to be racist teachers, faculty members, and not all of them are racist. I love a lot of Newcastle teachers. I consider some of them as mom figures. That's how close we are. But yeah, it's just really sad that when things are said, nothing is ever done.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, so I think it needs to be stated again how much privilege white people have. So I know sometimes it's hard for us to understand it, and we definitely don't have an emotional connection to it, but we must understand. The first time I realized that how much my privilege and how much I actually had was when I was with my best friend Jeremiah Booker. And before we get into this, Jeremiah's Booker, Stanley Booker, and Chastity King, his parents, they raised me since I was little, right? They helped raise me. They're not my friends. I consider them family. Those are my brothers and sisters. We were driving back from Florida one time in a rental car, and when we were driving back, we got pulled over for going 73 and a 65. Okay. The cop comes to the window, and Jeremiah's a little nervous. It's police. I get it, but I didn't really understand it. And as he's talking, he does not believe that Jeremiah rented the vehicle simply because he's a black African man. He continues to ask, how did he rent it? He asks, where is he from? The education that he got, what college he goes to, and this and that. Asking a lot of questions. He goes back to his police vehicle. From there, he gets on the speaker and he asks, can you step out of the vehicle? So this man is in his vehicle asking Jeremiah to get out of the vehicle. Only Jeremiah. I've never seen someone have fear in their eyes the way Jeremiah did that. He held the wheels, the steering wheel, and he didn't know what to do. He asked me, do I get out? I don't know. And at that moment, I never wanted my brother to feel that way again. And he gets out, he goes to the police officer puts him in the vehicle. He comes to me. I have this all documented on video, by the way. He comes to me. he starts asking me the same questions. Where he get his education from, you know, what his parents like, this and that. And I'm answering these truthfully because I expect, you know, there shouldn't be anything wrong. We end up leaving. We didn't get a ticket or nothing. And that was the first time I realized like how much privilege I have. That he was believing everything I said. You know what I mean? Like he was asking me to almost confirm Jeremiah's story. So and that's my brother. That's my family. So I kind of dedicated my life to making sure that you know, I'll fight for him and I'll fight for everybody. And as white people, we have to realize how much privilege we have, and we have to fight for our brothers and sisters next to us. I've been protesting in Columbus, peacefully protesting in Columbus, Pittsburgh, and now here. If you look at this sign, it's a small little, like the dirt marks, that's pepper spray. My friends, as we were sitting there in the front lines holding the sign saying, you know, don't shoot, don't shoot, this Black Lives Matter sign, they spray him and not me. 4 officers spray him with pepper spray, down to the ground. And again, that was white privilege. And I just wanted to share that story to realize that although I understand white privilege, I never felt an emotional connection to it until now. And I'll do anything to protect him, I'll do anything for equality, and I'll continue to march peacefully until the message gets heard. That's all I wanted to say.
Everyone spoke their piece. Everybody. So nobody got anything that they feel like they want to say. We're done here.
White people should hold other white people more accountable.
On period. You got something to say. Come here.
My wife's sitting over here. Yesterday, I have a 5-year-old. She's gonna be 6. I have a 3-year-old. And for the first time, I understand. I was appalled when I seen that video. I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. I cried. I turned it off. And I immediately went to Facebook and I gave my piece. There's no reason whatsoever that we, Americans, should watch our brothers and sisters be hurt. Especially if you know in your heart it's wrong. I was raised by a religious family. I will say that I'm not very religious. That's just my thing. I've had a bad life. So, but I'm working on that too. So, I want to say, for everyone here that's standing there, if you're watching someone hurt someone else and you just stand by, you're not helping. You're just watching. It pains me to see that. Like, we're people. We're above this. We're better than this. We've been around each other for years. It's not something that you're born with. It's a learned behavior. Abuse is a learned behavior. I was abused growing up. I was raised in a racist family by a racist stepdad, and I left that. And I realized growing up, I don't have that shit in my life. I don't need that. I walk around every day wondering if people are going to judge me based on my color because my people are hurting others. And I don't want that. I don't want to go outside and be afraid. I don't. I live on the south side. There's no reason to live in fear in 2020. That's all I had to say.
Real quick, I know I already talked about how in order, instead of saying I don't see colors, I'm saying I see color. Because I'm listening from the heart. I am so thankful that we have a community that decided to join together and come out and walk together, join together in unity. I love that, especially because the past few days I've been on the breaking news page and I've been arguing with a lot of racist people. And I probably don't continue doing that. And honestly, I hope everyone does that too. Because, like someone said earlier, he said that, Newcastle and, everybody, racism, it's been around for years, okay? And we still have a long way to go. it's still going, and we still have to fix these things, and we have to tell people. You know, some people, they're racist just because they don't understand what's going on, and they don't like to be educated. They're comfortable. They settle. You can't settle in situations like this. You know, speaking from the heart, I'm angry. I'm very angry because of what's going on. I'm angry. You know, someone told me one day, the other day, they said, you're being too sensitive. How am I being sensitive? Something that's happening to people that look like me. Okay, it's not sensitive. That's like, if you fell or something, or someone died in your family, that would be like say, you're being too sensitive. That's not okay. We have to stop that. We have to listen to people. We have to understand what they're saying. Actually listen. Okay? Don't, you know, let it go in one ear and out the other. You have to listen. You have to pay attention. Listen to people's feelings. They're not being sensitive. It hurts us. But lastly, I want to say I'm so thankful that our mayor is out today, that the police department's out today. You know, they let it be peaceful, and I'm happy that this went peaceful because now we can tell all the people that was on Facebook, hey, fuck it, okay, chill out, chill out. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Kia, born and raised in Newcastle, and I wasn't gonna say nothing, and I'm ashamed to say that I wasn't gonna come, but I'm gonna get emotional. This is beautiful. You know, it's just beautiful. It's like everyone united. We were late. Shame on me. You know, my daughter, my 15-year-old daughter, who's very passionate about this stuff, she wanted to come. She wanted to come the other day. They wanted to come today, and I was sitting on Facebook and I'm reading comments because I've been angry too for this stuff, and I've chosen not to argue because I just don't got the energy to argue with stupid today. But some lady said, "Why didn't y'all just march? What more do you want? Like, he's in jail. You already marched. And you know what we want? We want it to stop. We want the other ones convicted. Like, enough is enough." That comment alone made me get up and go, you know, let's go. Her and her friend, like, they got their little signs. They got masks that say I can't breathe. I went and got my mom. We made masks real quick. And I'm down there. I'm tearing. I'm so proud of you. I remember when she was little Taryn. So I'm so proud of her. And, like, this is beautiful. I'm so proud to say I'm from Newcastle. I'm thankful to our mayor and everybody, you know, all the other clubs that are out here supporting. Like, we fooled them. No, we didn't fool them. We proved them wrong. Talking about that everybody was going to be looting and we was going to tear up Newcastle. And yes, jokes on y'all.
Show your phone?
We love our town. We don't want to tear it up.
Oh, I thought
but
that was your phone.
Enough. This has to stop. That video, literally, I watched it. And I shared it immediately when I seen it because people needed to see that. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. It has to stop. Enough is enough. Some young man said, or one of the young ladies, like, this is just the beginning. It's 365. Who said that? Yeah. You know, not just this. Anything that you can do peacefully to help, to get your voices out there and get heard, do it. So proud of you.
I have a half and half 11-year-old brother. He goes to Mechanic Middle School, and he has witnessed and experienced racism in the school. And children that young should not know hate. They should not know to make racist comments like that to my brother. And my brother, he is being raised to be a God-fearing, respectful man, and he shouldn't have to. No one should have to experience that. So please, parents, teach your children young. They are never too young. Thank you, everybody.
Can everybody hear me?
Okay, I just wanted to come here because I got here a little late myself. A lot of people don't understand, but I understand this more than a lot of people think. I suffer from cerebral palsy and schizophrenia. That makes me scared hearing what happened to that dude, except the difference between me and that dude is if I told you to get off my neck, you won't get off my neck. And I can't believe somebody would do that. It's just horrible. Me as a black person, it really affected me mainly because I have a lot of white friends. I have a lot of Mexican friends. We are all people. We should stand together and be as one. Nobody should be going around saying, oh, you're this, because honestly, I've argued with some racist people too, except I won them arguments, because you're not, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't do that, man. That's not my uncle Tyree came up here and spoke as well.
Tyree.
I moved back here about a year ago, and I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't been to Newcastle since I was a little kid. I'm actually from here, and I was born in Williamsburg. I just came back when I was going.
He looks old.
I feel for that guy's family because there is no reason for that injustice. And doing this right now brings some form of justice to that person and let that man know in heaven, yo, we all care. No matter what we look like, no matter what we do, no matter what we're doing right now, everybody that is here cares right now. And that is the most important thing that I can imagine to say to anybody out here. Me having cerebral palsy and me having my problems, that does make me afraid. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta have courage in the face of danger. And I think that's the main thing that everybody should do here today. And I'm not the nicest guy sometimes. A lot of people ain't. But you don't do no shit like that. I'm not even being funny. Like, that's just not funny. That, you know, that man was struggling for air. A lot of you that don't know this, the human brain loses oxygen after 7 minutes. They had their knee on that man's neck for over 20 minutes or something like that. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. That 8 minutes and 46 seconds is the reason why we're all here today. And I looked up at the sky today, and honestly, I was sitting there smoking a Newport, and I looked up at the sky and said, this is for you, Floyd. And that's what I told him. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, I was raised in a Christian home. My grandmother took us to church every day, and she always told us that God was our Lord and Savior. And that's the main thing of why I'm standing up here right now. Because the main fact that everybody is out here, everybody's out here speaking, everybody's saying how they feel, that's standing up against this messed up government, this messed up bunch of cops that's going on around here, or wherever it may be. You're putting light in somebody's life right now. And I will not, and I mean I will not stand for another person getting hurt over senseless brutality from anybody. It doesn't even matter if it's cops, it doesn't matter if it's somebody at school, somebody at home. Your voice needs to be heard. Speak up. And that's the main thing that people need to know. I want to first of all say this is awesome out here. I saw the cookies, I was just, you know what I mean? So I want to thank everybody and say thank you, God bless you, have a good night.
Amen.
How y'all doing today?
Good.
My name's Adam Latardi. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Really, this is for the police. I'm going to lead off what he said. White people got to hold each other accountable. It's 100% true. Police also have to hold each other accountable. Yeah. If you see one of yours do a wrong, step up and say something. You think you're going to get looked at wrong in the department or anything? Who cares? Some of us probably going to get looked at differently from our peers, but guess what? If they look at me differently, because I'm here supporting Black Lives Matter, I don't want them. At all. At all. I don't care. I'm tired of negativity. This is amazing. You would never thought Newcastle could do this, but guess what? We did. That's all I got to say. We're all born with love in our hearts. Okay? So everyone look around. These are the people that love you. We all love you. That's why we're here. We support you. I'll always support you. If they won't protect you, I will.
That's why I care about the Second Amendment. That is my right to protect my neighbors, my families, my brothers and sisters. And if they won't, I will.
All right. So, I just have one little thing to say, and then we're gonna get back up here. I think polls close at 8. We're pushing it because if we walk back up there, I'm wondering if we can hurry up and go the thing where you vote. But just to be very clear, just because we say Black Lives Matter, that does not mean that we say only Black Lives Matter. It's just us simply saying that right now, Black lives are in danger. That's it. We're not saying there are people out there who, oh, all lives matter. All lives do matter, but right now, Black lives matter because Black lives are in danger. That's what matters right now. And I'm not just talking about police brutality. I'm talking about in so many aspects. Some of us work with Black people who we know should have got that raise, who we know should have got that position, who we know should have got that promotion. Some of us we're around people of color every single day, you know? And I don't want anybody to leave here or be here in this moment, and because it's about what you do when everybody's looking. But it's also about what you do when nobody is looking. So this ain't something that you just show up to say that you participated and to say that you did it and to say that you protested and you feel like you were a part of something that was bigger than you, because this is something that you need to take home with you and you need to do when nobody's looking. Have the conversations with your friends, with your family. You know, like this, everybody has already said it, this has to stop. It has to stop. We have to break the cycle. It has to stop, and it'll never start here, over my dead body. I got sons here. I got nephews here. I know too many people here. Like I told Bobby Salem, you watch me grow up, and I don't even think you know you watch me grow up. You know, so as a community, I want to create some sort of I guess a powwow, if you will, like this. And I wanted to include our officer because at the end of the day, there are things about their jobs that we don't know. We don't know what it's like to be a police officer. We don't know what their protocol is. And if we have a problem with their protocol, how will they ever know if we don't talk to them and let them know what you're doing ain't gonna work? Figure out a different way to do it. Figure out a different way. And the only way that we can figure out a different way is to use our brain, our minds, our hearts, our feelings. The inches are everywhere around all of us. You got an inch, 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 you got an inch. And before you know it, those inches become a yard, a mile. You get there. And I'm gonna be very honest, it's not gonna change overnight. It's not probably gonna change this year, probably not next year, probably not in 2-3 years, but it started. And that's all that matters. It just started today. And we're gonna keep working on it. So, I don't know what we have planned yet. We will be doing some sort of a mural. This city needs more art. Is there any artists in here? Anybody who draws, paints, anything at all? If you know, if any of you guys know any artists, this project is going to need all hands on deck. And when I say all hands on deck, this is going to be something that this entire community is coming for, because all hands are on deck. And I can't tell y'all what that means, but we're doing it together. Because just because it's small here don't mean we can't go viral and show the world. Because we've all seen the power of social media. We all know the power of social media. It's a big marketing tool. But in the same breath, it makes so much change happen. Look what this did in 24 hours. So I'm working on the details. I'll roll them out, or our mayor will roll them out. He'll keep y'all posted. And I'm so grateful for all y'all coming. Like my sister said, it was so many naysayers. And it was my own family. Taryn, what you doing? What you doing it for? Our lives still ain't gonna matter, you know? And the only thing I could do was do it anyway, because that's what happens when people are used to being treated a certain way and they feel like nothing's ever going to change. You see, it kind of is like a domino effect. Once one person say it, one person starts to believe it, and then they start to say it. And then another person starts to say it and believe it, and then it just keeps going and going and going and growing and growing. So you got a bunch of black people out here that feel like we got to go through all these systematic loops to make change, which we do. But the change really starts right here with all of us. With all of us. We can't do it by ourselves. We need our officers. We need y'all to be an example to other officers. Now, we don't play that here. And this is how we do things here. We need to be able to feel safe. I don't ever want to hear nobody say that they scared to call the police, because the police is supposed to be the protection. I don't want to be scared to call the police. I don't want to be scared when I see lights flash in my window. So we just gonna keep working at it, y'all. We gonna dismantle this system together, and we gonna keep doing it, and we gonna keep protesting, and we gonna keep marching, and we gonna keep meeting up, and we gonna keep talking about it, and we gonna talk about it so much till all of us understand one another. We gonna start knowing each other on a first name basis. Y'all gonna start seeing each other in Walmart like, hey, Jen. What's up? How you been? So, wow, I love y'all. And that's all I want to do is spread love. That's it. If you're an artist, come have a chitter chat with my sister. She's going to be orchestrating this whole mural thing, and however it is that we're going to get it done, where it's going to be done at. We're trying to make this a really big thing here. And like I said, I will keep all of you guys posted with details. The mayor will keep you posted. I'm pretty sure Dan with Breaking News is going to have stuff on his page. After this point, I need to take a sabbatical from social media. Y'all can do it. I'm going to break for about 24 hours. My name is T. Mercer on Facebook. If anyone wants to add me, I'm going to get behind on my friend request, but I promise I will get to you at some point. And you know, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for coming up and supporting your community. Y'all ready to walk? Let's walk.
I know I shouldn't.
Y'all can take some seats, please.
I haven't even walked yet.